And
Patrick.
our pal Tim Atwood. We spoke about him last week.
You're awfully comfortable with him.
What do you mean? We're like paisan right now.
Paisans, your brothers.
Yeah, I met him finally. We've been emailing him for 3 years. It was 3 years originally with the Tim Atwood stuff.
Yeah.
The whole saga with Nintendo Age and then banning him, and him revealing that hey guys, I had 18 sealed statements. Now I still have 6. So now Tim revealed to me at Too Many Games. It was already 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, that he was going to sell a chunk of his collection off, and now it's up for eBay auction here. A gigantic chunk on eBay, Ian.
Yeah.
1,000s video game collection for sale. Games, guides, statue, figures, systems. $275,000. Buy it now or make an offer. Local pickup only. Oh, if I buy it, Ian, I'll earn $100 in eBay bucks. So that's good.
Oh, nice.
That's good. So he lists games, and these are all, unless otherwise stated, these are all sealed games.
Yes.
Game Boy games, looks like over 150 Game Boy games. Game Boy Color games looks like about less than 100. Game Boy Advance games maybe about 75. Game Boy DS games, not too many. Game Boy 3DS games. NES games about maybe 50 if you include all the doubles of like 14 Eliminator Boat Duel games. Then there's cases of some games there. There you go. You want a Power Punch 2 case? There you go. 5 in a case.
14 copies of Eliminator Boat Duel.
Yep. All with the misspelling.
That's good.
Not too many Super Nintendo games, maybe about 30 to 40. About 25, 30 and 64 games. If you want 29 Tonic Troubles, there you go. You can get 29 of them.
I'm kind of upset that for Super Nintendo, under cases, he only has Super Pinball behind the mask, but he doesn't have an F-Zero, which is
everyone had F-Zero.
Everyone for a time had a case of F-Zero.
F-Zero, I think Caesar's Palace was one that was widely available. The million seller version of them. I didn't know Pinball behind the mask. So then you got some GameCube games. You got about 75 of those there. Some Wii games, lots of PlayStation games, lots of PS2 games, a ton of PS2 games, hundreds it looks like. And then PS3, and then PS4, and then a lot of strategy guides, an Assassin's Creed collection. I know Tim collects Assassin's Creed stuff there. BioShock collection, statues and figures and stuff, and pops.
There's a Zelda collection, I'm pretty sure.
Elder Scrolls collection, Fallout collection, Metal Gear Solid collection.
Naughty Dog, NIS, Zelda. Yeah. And then a bunch of systems.
Yep. A bunch of systems. Now, if most of those systems are new, that's something. If that is. If that's Sports Set, NES, Action Set, NES, Challenge Set, NES, Miracle Piano, Genesis, Classic Game Boy, Classic NES, Limited Edition Game Boy, Limited. Where's my mushroom? Shit. My mushroom's out of here. Dogboat controllers, Zapper, launch kits for some of these games. This is a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to price this, though. I mean, I just don't.
No, neither do I.
No clue how to price some of this stuff.
Honestly, if all those systems are sealed, well, there's no like NES stuff in there, but there's
NES Sports Set. It's on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
NES. Yeah, you got it there. All items are brand new unless described differently.
Other. At the very bottom of other. Street Fighter 25th Anniversary chess set.
Oh, I didn't see that. NES controller 2-pack. Oh, I have one. I have one that's almost sealed there. Dogbone. Yeah. All right. So here's the thing, is that this doesn't include quite all the goodies that we've known about in the past, though.
No, it doesn't include a lot of the good stuff.
So we talked on the podcast about, I got the email from Tim, and I talked about this is some of the stuff he's owned or originally had. And we're talking about, obviously the big one is the 6 sealed Stadium events. That's not included here. You include that.
All bets is off.
All bets was off. That can go for $1 million to some people, to some crazy people. Clue Land sealed. Some Black Box games get sealed. Wild Gunman. I have to find the email here. And
sealed
I'll go through.
Clue Land is that
Ian's Ian's dream?
That would be one, I guess. I mean, not that I would ever actually go out of my way to do it, but do like me that Clue Land.
You like you there? Was that what you...
I do like me that Clue Land.
So do some pat math. If there's thousands of games here, $275,000. Let's see what the average price would be. What do you think? What do you think? There's like 3,000 games there. You think there's about that?
Yeah.
20,
sure.
We'll say 2,500 games. But you're not counting all the systems though and everything. Divided by, we'll say 3,000 games. It's like we'll just say $100 a game. Sealed. Could be good. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no clue either.
But
this is simply what it is.
It is what it is. But this could also just be, as Tim has operated in the past, this is also advertisement. This is a great way to advertise it. Hey, I got all this stuff, and he might get emails from people that know that he has other stuff saying, okay, let's deal on the really good stuff behind the scenes.
Let's talk about the top shelf. Yeah,
the top shelf stuff, or maybe I throw in a couple if you spend the money for this.
I can go to the dispensary today. Speaking of top shelf, anyways.
But do you think there'd be a buyer that would not even price was no object, save it, or they knew they can make their money back? What type of person would spend the money on all these sealed games and systems? Is there someone out there that would do it?
I don't know. I honestly, I have no idea. I've never, at least as far as I like, in terms of how I think about collecting, how I would collect stuff. It always amazes me that these big lots ever move, because there's just so much stuff in there that I would say even the most passionate video game collector, they're probably only going to want 2/3 of whatever someone else has that they're selling off in a lot.
Okay.
So I don't know with certain people getting out of it, with people, selling off their collections at different shows and conventions. I'm trying to think of who this would go to. Who is in the position to be the next Tim Atwood or someone like that? Is there anyone that really needs this? I would.
You might get an investor that says, "Oh, these games could be worth gold, Jerry Gold, 10, 15 years from now," and puts down a lot of money if they have the money. I think like these coin and comic guys could potentially do that.
I think that's your only real market right now. I don't think there's any actual I'm out here collecting video games because I love video games.
Well, not for those sealed ones. No,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's anyone who's just a video game collector who would buy this.
So these were the cases that Tim, let's see, 2016. These were cases that Tim, I think, originally had. I don't know how many of these are sold, but yeah, let's see. None of these are on there though. Obviously, Stay Events, 3 cases he had at one point. Scoon. I'll go backwards. Screw it. Zelda 2 and Zelda is not on there right now. Wrecking Crew, that would go for a ton of money sealed, an original one. Wild Gunman, your good old Wally Bear's on there. He got a Wally Bear.
Wait, what? He has a case of Wally Bear?
He had a case of Wally Bear at some point.
That's amazing. I had no idea.
Wacky Races, that would go for a ton of money sealed. The Ultimate Games would. Urban Champion would. Again, none of these are on there. These are cases he has. So he has at least 6 of all of these at one point.
I have
Toxic Crusader.
I have to be honest with you. The only case that matters now is that case of Wally Bear in the No Game.
You want that, Ian?
Yeah.
What would you pick? Let's see. What's the one? Super Mario. He has a case of 1, 2, and 3. Wow.
One each.
One case each. He did at one point. I don't know if he sold them all.
Right. This is years old. We talked about this before.
Obviously, Stadium Events. He still has 6 of those that we know about. Good old Rygar. I'll buy a case of Rygar. Slalom. Look at the black box games here. River City Ransom. Rest Rangers 1 and 2. Romance of 3 Kingdoms 2. Excuse me. 2. That's a hard to find game. And more. So like none of these are on that list. Panic Restaurant's not on that list, for example. Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, or 3 are not on that list. Mike Tyson's Punch Out sealed. That would go for a ton of money. All the Mega Mans. So the point is this. He has some of those games still. Guaranteed. He's keeping those separate because those are the ones that you can sell individually. Right. So he's doing the smart thing. He's bundling up all the, we'll say, mid-level stuff.
And between when you started talking to him and now, he's also had plenty of opportunities to sell the stuff that you can sell individually too. He may be out of some of it. Who knows what he's doing first or last, but I'm sure he still has some. But when people started getting a hold of him, like with the cases of the stadium events, I'm sure he found homes for some of that stuff.
Oh, sure. He found homes for 12 of them that we know of, yeah.
I don't just
Over
mean
there.
stadium events. I mean other games.
Oh yeah,
too.
of course. But he has so many of these that when you say I have, a case of 2 cases of 10 of 7-Up spot, doubtful you sold all 12 of those by now. For example,
Yeah.
doubtful you sold all 18. Excuse me. He had 2 cases of Dragon Warrior 4. Doubtful he sold all 12 of the sealed Dragon Warrior 4.
Probably not.
4s. I wonder what they're doing with the boxes once they open them up. What do they do with the boxes? Save the boxes. You put those in plastic.
Fold it nicely. Yeah.
Oh, you fold it nicely. You put it in a protector.
Yeah.
Like that. All right. So I'm trying to advertise for my buddy Tim here. Tim deserves a good retirement. He wants to travel around the world. You deserve that. Get rid of this stuff, Tim. Enjoy your retirement here.
Just say no to drugs, Tim. With
What?
Wally Bear.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not just say no. It's say no.
Yes.
Can't say just say no. That's the trademarked one.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't want to get in trouble with Nancy Reagan there, Ian.
Oh, Nancy.